can't tell you the number of people who've called up and thought that one of my guests is really Lisa Sliwa. You know, you sound exactly like her.
Thank you. I love her. A lady after my own heart.
But you're not. You really have the same intonations, the same vocal range, the same...
We're both raised in high-class families.
Kelly Everts runs Kelly Everts' private Fetish Corps, putting out fetish videos, catalogs, photos, audio tapes. She basically is selling every piece of herself that she can. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
No, absolutely not. Why give it away for
hundreds
free?
of men worship her. She thinks women are superior to men. She's a real sexist pig. Also with us, Harry Green.
I'm a bitch goddess.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, you're certainly part of that. Harry Green is not his real name, and this is not his real voice. We're disguising it because he's embarrassed about what he does. Is that right?
Well, he has to protect himself.
Let them answer his own questions.
I'm not embarrassed in the least. I'm proud of what I do.
Well, then let's take off the voice masker. Can we do that?
No, it would impact my professional standing.
Because the man is, what is he, president? No. All right, and you like being dominated? You like kissing her feet and her shoes, and you get physically aroused simply by the act of thinking of her feet or kissing her feet?
I certainly do.
That arouses you. What is it about the foot that you find sexually arousing?
It's part of her exquisite physique.
But that's only a part of it. What about the other parts? Do they arouse you as much?
Yes, other parts of Kelly arouse me as much as her feet.
Why do you single out the feet, though, as a singular area of...
Because by focusing on the feet, I can express my feeling of devotion and humility and my feeling that Kelly is a goddess.
All right. Ned Sontag is here.
Hi, Alan.
And he has a fetish for very large, fat women. His wife is really tips the scale, period. I mean, tips the scale. She just can't, scale cannot weigh her. And you find that, you said earlier that you think fat women are more difficult to seduce than thin women.
Mm-hmm. Boy, I'm great on the radio.
That's all right.
I've noticed fat admirers, as we are called, have an arm fetish. A lot of us, there are all these interesting shapes that occur in the human arm when...
folds, I think.
Folds, yeah. There are dimples in the elbow. That's, I think, my main erotic...
Have you ever been with a thin woman, a skinny girl?
Oh, sure.
And that just doesn't excite you?
Well, when I was younger, yeah, but I'm a normal guy, what can I say? Fat women are just more female flesh.
Have all your girlfriends been... What range are we talking about weight-wise?
Yeah, I did have a girlfriend who was 4'11", weighed 99 pounds.
What happened?
Well, she moved to California.
But that couldn't have lasted, right? With you?
No, you can run, but you can't hide.
Oh, okay. Other than that, most of your girlfriends have all been...
They've all been large.
Very large. All right. And do you find that these women are hung up about their size, or are they proud of it? What attitude do you encounter?
The attitude...
When a guy like you comes along and wants to seduce them, what do you face?
Well, I've been working with this since the late 60s. I'm struggling with this. Hairspray came out, a great movie. This seems to be changing attitudes. I see a lot more big gals on the street this year. I think more positive attitude towards being large. We got Oprah Winfrey. She's on the cover of, the National Star this week.
Is she a...
She's about 190, Oprah.
Is that too thin for you?
Is that too thin? Well, you got to start somewhere.
Where do you start? What would be the minimum weight that would attract you?
As a pervert, I started about 320. I'm an artist. As a voyeur, I'm an artist, a cartoonist. I'm interested in doing fat Vargas girls. And
why do you call yourself a pervert?
A pervert. Did I say that?
You said as a pervert, I started at 320.
I must have slipped out.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
Aren't you a pervert, Alan?
Not with you around, babe. What do you mean by pervert when you call yourself a pervert?
I think you have to be a pervert to live in this town. I mean, who would...
When you refer to don't give me a general answer. You called yourself a pervert for a specific reason. What was the reason?
He's the only honest guy.
Hey, let him answer his own question. Let him answer his own question.
He's honest.
Kelly,
you're an obnoxious witch.
It's so great.
You're really obnoxious.
I need Kelly around
I'm the bitch goddess, baby. Crawl.
Yeah, well, you are certainly...
Crawl.
Okay, well...
You called yourself a pervert. Why did you call yourself a pervert?
Well, because it's unusual, and it's look...
Do you think it's perverse, what you do?
There's 5% is the figure we have. 5% of men would rather go out with a fat woman. Woman can't be happy with anything else. It's a minority preference.
Harry, you think of yourself as a pervert?
Yes.
You think you're a pervert? You think there's anything wrong with that?
No.
Nothing wrong with being a pervert. You think these people are perverts?
All men are perverts.
All men are perverts.
All men are perverts. There's only the hypocrites like you and the ones that admit it. Like these good guys.
Oh, I'm a hypocrite
You're the
because
bad guy
I don't admit I'm a pervert? I don't think
you're
I'm a pervert.
hypocrite. Because you pretend you're a straight on level guy.
What am I pretending?
You love big breasts.
Well, I happen to like...
Well, you're a pervert. Everyone that has a fetish that gets horny is a pervert.
Well,
All men are perverts.
I like shapely women. Does that make me a pervert?
Yes, you're a pervert because you're a man. All men are dependent on women sexually. They're perverted. They're sex fiends.
I see. I'm a pervert because I'm a man.
Yes, absolutely. Now you have it.
And that's the reason.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
You know, you're a parody of yourself.
Yes,
you realize
I am.
that?
Yes,
Let's
I'm
go
a
to
parody.
I'm glad you realize that. Let's not to be taken too seriously. WNBC, hello.
I'm Alan. May I please speak to Kelly?
Go right ahead, sir.
Kelly, how can I reach you for some of your fetish classes?
Look up Dominant Mystique, Fetish Times, Gent, Fling, Nugget, and Cavalier. I'm in all of those magazines.
Kelly, which
one has that Noriega interview this month? No, maybe that's the wrong one. Go ahead, yes.
What's the going rate for some toe sucking?
The going rate?
Well,
you charge more for the big toe
we
than the
can
little
do a
one?
video. I need a video with a foot-sucking slave. It's $500 to do a video together, and you can suck my feet all you want.
No, you mean you want to see a video or you want to be in a video?
No, we'll make one. We'll make one together.
You charge $500 for
yes.
that? You mean someone will pay you $500 to suck your toe and be photographed?
Or to box with me, or to wrestle with me, or to let me humiliate him. The going rate is $500.
All right, thank you. WNBC,
yes.
hello.
See, he's good, so we cut him off.
No, I got to move on. Go ahead.
All right.
Kelly, I'd really like to know if you were sexually abused as a child.
No, but I've been sexually abused as an adult.
Who abused you?
I was raped several times. I was beaten up by men.
Do you feel that that's why you have this dominating attitude towards men? I mean, is it some kind of hatred towards men for what they did to you?
Well, it makes me see reality, and I also realize that almost all women have been raped and abused by men, either in childhood or adulthood or both. If you read the statistics, you will find that most women
a lot of men
are ashamed to admit it.
It works both ways. A lot of men have been manipulated by women, stepped on by women, lied to by women. It works both ways.
No,
okay?
I agree with you. It's true. However, men have the advantage because they're physically bigger, and they rape and abuse women physically because they have the physical size over women.
All right, thank you. WNBC.
Hello, Alan. How you doing?
Good.
I listen to your show every day.
Thank you.
The other people out of there, everybody's got their own quirk. You know what I'm saying? But this lady,
Quirk's
Kelly,
a good word.
she's something else. Let me tell you something. Really pulled out from underneath the rock this time.
Thank you, doll.
Hey, lady, let me tell you something. Number one, I can have a ball picking you apart, but there's not enough time on this radio station, okay?
Oh, we got time. Go ahead.
How many pieces are you in?
You say that women are the creator. Right, exactly, right? You have the egg, we have the sperm. Without us, you can't get nowhere.
That's what you
if I
think.
was to reproduce and make something like you, I'd probably kill it. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Lady, you're setting the movement back about 20, 30 years.
I'm setting it ahead. I am the future, baby.
You know what you
Look
want?
at the future, baby.
You know what you need? You need like the rest of the people in the media. You have to have the lights and everything turned off of you, and you'll go away. You'll crawl back underneath that rock that you came from.
I'm not going to crawl away, baby. I've done 200 to 300 shows, and I'm going to do hundreds more.
You know, you're going to make money. You're
Don't
gonna
hold
capitalize
your
on
breath.
idea. But let me tell you something.
Don't hold your breath, Macho Man. You ever hear of Macho Man's hell? Macho Man's hell, that's where you're going. You're going to be dominated for all eternity when you go to hell, baby.
I would not waste my money.
You're going to Macho Man's hell, baby.
No, I'm not going to Macho Man. I'm a married man. I have 2 children. Let me tell you
and
something.
I bet you're
when I make love
Italian.
to my wife, I make it for our both pleasure, not just for her or for me. I make
How
it
much
for both.
pleasure do you give
That's
your
what
wife?
you
Do
don't
you
know.
know how to give good head? I bet you don't.
Dad, what'd you say?
I bet you don't even know how to give your wife an
Let
orgasm.
me tell you something, lady. You know what you have to? You know what has to be
Let me
done to
see
you?
the size of your penis. I bet it looks like a
To the
peanut.
point of orgasm, and then the guy's got to get up and have a cigarette and say, "Finish it yourself." You know, that's what has to be done with you.
All right,
You
thank you,
sound
sir.
like a guy who's done in 2 minutes.
Thank you. All right, thank you. All right, Harry, let me ask you something. When Kelly here was getting all hot and bothered, boy, I'd love to see you like that, Kelly. Were you getting excited when she was telling the guy off and saying think bad things about his male member? Did that get you excited, Harry?
Well, he was a bumpkin, and...
He was a bumpkin.
Bumpkin. And,
That's a mild word for a change, huh?
well, I let Kelly do most of the talking.
But did it get you excited that she was
no,
going after him?
because he was a nitwit, and I just you know, she was interacting with a nitwit. Doesn't turn me on at all.
But her comebacks to him and her aggressive behavior with him did not turn you on.
No, no.
What about you, Ned? Did that turn you on?
I was trying to visualize the guy, you know, what he does for a living, and
Well, maybe that would turn you
I
on.
could visualize him in bed. I used to have sex with guys like that. They're the worst lovers in the world.
What do you mean guys like
Big
that?
talking macho men that tell you how great lovers they are, how big their penis is, how wonderful they are. They are the worst, most disgusting lovers you ever had in
a lot
bed.
of hair on his
They're-
back, do you think?
They're only interested in their own pleasure.
Now,
They jump you.
You're really celibate now, Kelly?
Yeah, for
you
10
won't,
years.
You won't have sex with anybody?
Nope.
Ever
not until-
again?
I don't know.
When will you have sex again?
There's a possibility, but I did take a vow of celibacy 10 years ago.
With whom?
The Blessed Mother. She appeared to me.
How did she appear to you?
I was praying the rosary, and I said, Blessed Mother, I want you to be the mother not only of my soul, but of my body. And she said to me, I want you not to have sex with men anymore.
So what you are is the world's greatest tease.
That's right.
You've got all this paraphernalia you sell, and
Yes.
all this big
I'm a
talk.
teaser, not a pleaser.
Beautiful.
do not
What, we
wanna
got
please
Jesse
men.
Jackson here all of a sudden? so you...
I want to see Mrs. Jesse Jackson. Forget Jesse Jackson. I want to see Mrs. Jesse
So you
Jackson
are
for president.
you're a professional teaser.
Yes.
You just like to tease men, and you never.
Yes, I do.
So what satisfies you? You
To
satisfy
tease men.
That
tease men
satisfies
and
you.
make them pay.
And
pay
that
through the
gives
nose.
you orgasm. That satisfies
Yeah,
you.
it makes me happy. Sure. I love to humiliate, hurt men.
All right, we'll
hit
come
them.
back in a moment on WN.